Get close enough, the hoe smell like a kilo still. First album 26, I ain't need no deal. Already a hood legend, I ain't need no shine. First rollie flooded out, I ain't see no time.
All right, agenda day 2. Day 1 we did short story long live. Today we're doing group chat live. D's getting warmed up, like he always does. And we're gonna go do a little live podcast, group chat, talk some shit, and see how it goes.
Hey, sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas. Sick of this shit. Move to the Ritz. Turn out the bitch. It is what it is, yeah.
What are you doing, just watching?
Yeah, we're just like our booth's over there, and we're just kind of. I saw the lineup, and I was like, we kind of all grew up watching those guys skate.
Yeah.
You've probably seen them around at shit before.
Yeah,
I think
of
it's the
course.
first time I've ever.
It's great.
I've probably never.
I've never seen them all in one place.
I've
that's
never
for sure.
seen half those guys. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Like, so it's always cool for me.
That's pretty
You know,
nuts.
Kearney, Nebraska people, we gotta take in all the.
Hey, I'm
culture
with you, bro.
and
I'm
like,
fucking Akron, Ohio. What's that? Have you been traveling a lot and doing this stuff?
Yeah, so it gets mellow for a while, and then we have next year's tours are like arenas,
Yeah.
like actual arenas. So
Been
it's
saying
like,
that.
and then we signed a college deal, so we're doing 12 at like for high school festivals, and then we're doing 10 at big colleges. So
Yeah.
we're doing like University of Ohio is one.
That's
Or
so
Ohio
sick.
State is one actually. So we're doing a bunch of just like university tours. So it's cool, dude. I've realized my like lane in it all is like to show the kid in you and the kid in me. Like every time a parent said that's not a job,
Yeah.
put that down, go do something real. Like
Yeah.
I want to be the loudest voice on the other side. That's
Yeah.
like be creative, be this, do
Yeah.
it, fight for you. And so and it seems to be working. And people are really resonating.
How are you, Dingo? I think that there is like a huge opportunity for it that has never existed before in the world. And I think that like people are going to start to figure it out. You know, we're right now ahead of all of it, and as long as we keep pushing and doing it, right, we'll be the ones to like have some of the big first like properties in that space.
What's up, man? How's it going? I'm Mike.
Oh, you guys haven't met? My bad. He's my partner in Young and Reckless.
Cool, man.
Nice to meet you.
All right. I've been to the spot a couple of times. It's awesome.
Yeah, he came and did the podcast.
Oh, amazing.
He does a really fucking cool. It would take me an hour to explain, but he like is tied in with Jostens to high schools.
Wow.
They play his videos in thousands of high schools, motivational stuff. He does a fucking live TV curriculum that high schools buy and put their kids through. Like,
Wow.
He's got some shit figured out. When it comes to like all the Gary Vee stuff and the self-improvement and whatever, but properly tying into like high school infrastructure, he's really onto some shit.
I always just say it's distribution. You
Yeah.
gotta figure that chain out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
especially in content.
But you
all
can get
about
high
it.
schools to be like, yo, we want your thing in our school.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody told me when I started, they're like, you got to go to YouTube, and they're like, everyone's going to YouTube, and
Yeah.
I was like, I knew I was building a product, so I was like, I don't want YouTube click money, I want licensing money. So I went to a company that works with 92% of high schools in America, and was like, I'll create the dopest content for you ever. I'll license it. You're 700 sales reps across the United States, and
put it
walked it
everywhere.
into high schools in a day. It was literally like we crashed the website the first day
Yeah.
because so many schools went there. So we were like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So it's like 6,000 schools watch it every week in school. It's like they have to watch it, and then teachers make them do shit about it.
Damn.
But it's just, I'm like the host of it. You're talking about like the live event experience
Yeah.
is what drives all of this for me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people don't, like they trust the show and they like it, but when they come to one of our live events and they interact, they're
yeah,
like,
they're-
I'm in.
yeah.
That's the thing, if people meet you and see you live,
Yeah.
you guys want to intro, you just want to go out there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Group Chat Live. For those of you who aren't familiar with Group Chat, it's a podcast that Dee and I started. And we really started it because we were trying to figure out how to just create as much content as humanly possible. And him and I sit around all the time and talk about what's going on, current events, what's going on in the industry. We have a bit of inside knowledge from time to time, and we have a semi-educated opinion on some topics. And so we decided, why don't we just do this and put it out publicly every week and share it with everyone and start a conversation. So this is what it looks like. And we're just gonna go ahead and run through this week's topics live right here. So the first obvious topic is